Welcome everyone to our podcast. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic: how Indian tech firms can harness blue ocean strategy principles to compete in the AI revolution. I'm excited to explore this with you all.
Absolutely. It's a crucial subject, especially considering how rapidly AI is transforming industries worldwide. Before we jump in, let's set the stage by discussing the current state of AI adoption in India.
Great idea. From what I've observed, many Indian tech companies are falling behind in AI adoption compared to their global counterparts. This lag could potentially impact their competitiveness in the international market.
That's true. AI technologies like machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision are reshaping business processes and customer experiences globally. But it seems Indian firms are slower to embrace these changes.
Exactly. This gap between Indian tech firms and global leaders in AI adoption is concerning. What do you think are some potential consequences of lagging behind in this AI revolution?
Well, the most immediate consequence could be losing market share to more innovative competitors. AI can significantly improve efficiency and customer experiences, so companies that don't adopt it risk becoming less competitive.
That's a great point. On the flip side, this also presents a huge opportunity for Indian firms willing to embrace AI. By becoming fast followers rather than laggards, they could potentially leapfrog some competitors.
Absolutely. It's not too late for Indian tech firms to catch up, but they need to act fast. Speaking of acting fast, this brings us to an interesting strategy these firms could employ: the blue ocean strategy.
That's a perfect segue. Before we dive into how Blue Ocean strategy applies to AI adoption, could you briefly explain what this strategy entails for our listeners who might not be familiar with it?
Of course, blue ocean strategy is about creating uncontested market space rather than competing in existing, overcrowded markets. It's about making the competition irrelevant by creating and capturing new demand.
Interesting. So, how do you think Indian tech firms could apply this strategy to AI adoption?
Well, instead of trying to compete head-on with global tech giants in AI, Indian firms could focus on creating unique AI applications that address specific needs in the Indian market or emerging markets.
That's a great point about Blue Ocean strategy. It's not just about competing, but creating new market spaces. Could you break down some of the key principles of this strategy for our listeners?
Absolutely. Blue Ocean strategy, developed by W. Chen Kim and Renee Mauborgne, has several core principles. First, it's about creating uncontested market space, as we mentioned. Second, it aims to make the competition irrelevant.
Interesting. What are some of the other principles?
The third principle is creating and capturing new demand. Fourth, it's about breaking the value-cost trade-off. And finally, it's about aligning the whole system of a firm's activities in pursuit of both differentiation and low cost.
That's fascinating. I can see how these principles could be powerful when applied to AI adoption. Speaking of which, how do you think Indian tech firms could use these principles to catch up in the AI race?
Well, let's consider the first principle: creating uncontested market space. Indian firms could focus on developing AI solutions for uniquely Indian problems or industries that global tech giants might overlook.
That makes sense. Can you give an example of such a market space?
Sure, consider the agriculture sector in India. An Indian tech firm could develop AI solutions for crop prediction or pest control that are specifically tailored to Indian crops and climate conditions. This would be a blue ocean that global AI firms might not prioritize.
That's a great example. It also ties into the principle of creating and capturing new demand, doesn't it?
Exactly. By focusing on these niche areas, Indian firms can create demand for AI solutions where it might not have existed before. This approach allows them to be fast followers in AI technology while still carving out their own unique space.
I see. So instead of trying to compete directly with giants like Google or Microsoft in general AI applications, they're creating their own playing field.
Precisely. And this brings us to another principle: making the competition irrelevant. By focusing on these unique applications, Indian firms can create a market where their specialized knowledge gives them a significant advantage.
That's really interesting. It seems like this strategy could help Indian firms overcome the challenge of being late to the AI game. But how does it address the issue of the value-cost trade-off?
Great question. The Blue Ocean strategy suggests that companies can pursue both differentiation and low cost simultaneously. In the context of AI adoption, Indian firms could leverage their lower cost base to develop AI solutions that are both innovative and more affordable than those offered by global competitors.
That's a great point about leveraging India's cost advantage. Now, let's dive into the concept of being a fast follower in AI adoption. What advantages do you think this approach offers over being a first mover or a laggard?
Well, being a fast follower in AI adoption can offer several benefits. Firstly, it allows companies to reduce R&D costs by learning from the successes and failures of early adopters. They can avoid costly mistakes and focus on proven strategies.
That makes sense. It's like learning from others' experiences without bearing the full cost of experimentation. What other advantages do you see?
Another significant advantage is that fast followers often enter the market when AI technologies have matured and become more stable. This means they can implement more reliable solutions with fewer teething problems.
I see. So they're essentially benefiting from the refinement process that early adopters go through. Are there any market-related advantages to this approach?
Absolutely. Fast followers enter a market where the demand for AI solutions is already established. They don't have to invest heavily in creating market awareness or educating customers about the benefits of AI.
That's a crucial point. It seems like fast followers can focus more on execution rather than market creation. But how can they differentiate themselves if they're not first to market?
Great question. Fast followers have the opportunity to identify gaps in existing AI offerings and create unique value propositions. They can analyze what's working and what's missing in current solutions and tailor their offerings accordingly.
I can see how that ties back to the blue ocean strategy we discussed earlier. It's about finding that uncontested market space, even within an existing market.
Exactly. For example, an Indian tech firm could observe how AI is being used in customer service globally, then develop a solution specifically designed for Indian languages and cultural nuances.
That's a fantastic example. It leverages India's unique strengths while addressing a global trend. How do you think Indian tech firms can position themselves as effective fast followers in the AI space?
Indian firms can leverage their strengths in software development and IT services to quickly adapt and implement AI solutions. They have a large pool of skilled developers who can be trained in AI technologies.
That's true. India's IT workforce is certainly an asset here. Are there any specific sectors where you think Indian firms could excel as AI fast followers?
Definitely. Healthcare is a great example. Indian firms could develop AI solutions for telemedicine or predictive diagnostics, tailored to the unique challenges of India's healthcare system.
That's an interesting application. It seems like there's a lot of potential for Indian firms to carve out their own niches in the AI landscape.
Absolutely. By being fast followers and applying blue ocean strategy principles, Indian tech firms can compete effectively in the AI revolution without trying to beat global giants at their own game.
You've made some excellent points about the potential for Indian tech firms in the AI space. Now let's dive deeper into how these firms can create uncontested market space in AI, which is a key principle of blue ocean strategy.
Absolutely. Creating uncontested market space is crucial for Indian tech firms to differentiate themselves in the AI landscape. One area where I see great potential is AI-driven solutions for agriculture and rural development.
That's an interesting sector to focus on. Can you elaborate on how Indian firms might leverage AI in agriculture?
Certainly. Indian tech firms could develop AI-powered apps for crop yield prediction, pest control, and optimal resource allocation. These solutions could be tailored to India's diverse climatic conditions and crop varieties, addressing challenges that global AI solutions might overlook.
That's a great example. It really showcases how local knowledge can be combined with AI to create unique value. Are there other sectors where you see similar opportunities?
Definitely. Healthcare is another area ripe for AI innovation in India. Tech firms could focus on developing affordable AI-powered diagnostic tools or telemedicine solutions that work effectively in low-bandwidth environments.
That's fascinating. It seems like there's a real opportunity to address India's healthcare challenges with AI. What about education? I imagine there's potential there as well.
Absolutely. Indian tech firms could create AI-powered educational tools tailored for India's diverse languages and cultures. For instance, personalized learning apps that can adapt to different regional languages and learning styles.
That's brilliant. It addresses a uniquely Indian challenge while leveraging AI capabilities. Any other areas you think are worth exploring?
One more area with significant potential is AI solutions for improving urban infrastructure and smart cities. Indian firms could develop AI systems for traffic management, waste management, or energy optimization tailored to the specific challenges of Indian cities.
These are all excellent examples of how Indian tech firms can create uncontested market spaces in AI. It seems the key is leveraging their deep understanding of local markets and challenges.
Exactly. By focusing on these India-specific challenges, tech firms can create unique AI offerings that global tech giants may overlook. It's about finding that sweet spot where local expertise meets cutting-edge AI technology.
I can see how this approach aligns perfectly with the Blue Ocean strategy. Instead of competing in overcrowded markets, these firms are creating new ones where they have a natural advantage.
Precisely. And by doing so, they're not just adopting AI, but they're innovating in ways that could potentially lead to solutions applicable to other emerging markets as well.
That's a great point about the potential for these solutions to be applicable in other emerging markets. It really highlights how Indian tech firms can become global players in AI by leveraging their unique perspective. Now let's focus on the second principle of Blue Ocean strategy: making the competition irrelevant. How can Indian tech firms achieve this in the AI space?
Excellent question. Making the competition irrelevant is about creating such a unique value proposition that competitors find it difficult to replicate. For Indian tech firms, this could mean developing AI expertise in niche industries where India already excels.
That's interesting. Can you give us an example of such a niche industry?
Certainly. Take the textile manufacturing industry, for instance. India has a rich heritage in textiles, and AI could revolutionize this sector. Indian tech firms could develop AI solutions for pattern recognition, quality control, or even predicting fashion trends based on local preferences.
That's a fascinating application. It combines traditional strengths with cutting-edge technology. Are there other industries where you see similar potential?
Absolutely. Another example is the diamond processing industry. India is a global leader in diamond cutting and polishing. AI solutions for assessing diamond quality or optimizing cutting processes could be a game changer.
I see how these specialized AI applications could make it difficult for global competitors to catch up. What about addressing uniquely Indian challenges? How does that fit into this strategy?
That's a crucial point. Creating AI solutions that address uniquely Indian challenges is another way to make the competition irrelevant. For instance, developing advanced multilingual natural language processing systems that can handle India's diverse linguistic landscape.
That's a great example. India's linguistic diversity is indeed unique. How might such a system be applied?
Well, imagine an AI-powered customer service system that can seamlessly switch between multiple Indian languages, understanding context and nuances specific to each language. This would be incredibly valuable in India and potentially in other multilingual markets as well.
I can see how that would be a significant advantage. Are there other uniquely Indian challenges that AI could address?
Definitely. Another area is developing AI solutions for last-mile delivery in rural areas. Given India's vast and diverse geography, an AI system that can optimize routes and logistics for remote areas could be game-changing.
These are all excellent examples of how Indian tech firms can create unique value propositions in AI. But I'm curious, how can they ensure they're not just creating niche products but also capturing a significant market?
That's a crucial question. One approach is to focus on AI applications for emerging markets with similar socioeconomic conditions to India. This allows firms to scale their solutions beyond India while still maintaining a competitive edge over global AI giants.
Could you elaborate on that? What kind of emerging markets and AI applications are we talking about?
Sure. Think about countries in Southeast Asia, Africa, or Latin America that face similar challenges in areas like healthcare access, financial inclusion, or education. AI solutions developed for the Indian market could be adapted and scaled to these regions.
That's a great point about scaling to other emerging markets. It really showcases how Indian tech firms can leverage their expertise to become global players. Now let's focus on the third principle of Blue Ocean strategy: creating and capturing new demand for AI solutions. How can Indian tech firms approach this?
Excellent question. Creating and capturing new demand is crucial for Indian tech firms to carve out their own space in the AI landscape. One key strategy is to focus on developing AI solutions for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, that have been overlooked by larger AI providers.
That's interesting. Can you elaborate on how Indian tech firms might cater to SMEs with AI solutions?
Certainly. Many SMEs in India haven't yet embraced digital transformation, let alone AI. Indian tech firms could develop user-friendly, cost-effective AI tools tailored to SMEs' needs. For example, AI-powered inventory management systems or customer relationship management tools designed specifically for small businesses.
I see. So it's about making AI accessible and relevant to a segment that's been largely ignored by big tech. What other strategies do you think could help create new demand?
Another approach is to focus on traditional industries that haven't yet fully embraced AI. Indian tech firms could develop AI-powered tools for sectors like agriculture, textiles, or handicrafts, helping these industries improve efficiency and competitiveness.
That's a great point. It's about bringing AI to sectors where it's not typically associated. Are there any other ways Indian tech firms can create new demand?
Absolutely. Offering AI consulting services is another avenue. Many businesses recognize the potential of AI but lack the expertise to implement it. Indian tech firms could position themselves as AI implementation partners, helping businesses identify opportunities for AI adoption and guiding them through the process.
That's clever. It's not just about creating AI solutions, but also about creating demand for AI expertise. Any other strategies you think are worth mentioning?
One more crucial strategy is developing AI education programs. This serves two purposes. It creates a skilled workforce for the tech firms themselves, and it increases AI literacy among potential customers, thereby expanding the market for AI solutions.
That's brilliant. It's a long-term strategy that not only addresses the skills gap, but also cultivates future demand. How do you think Indian tech firms can leverage their existing strengths to drive AI adoption in these new markets?
Great question. Indian tech firms can leverage their existing client relationships and industry expertise to drive AI adoption. For instance, if a firm already provides IT services to a textile manufacturer, they could use that relationship to introduce AI solutions tailored to the textile industry.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about building on existing foundations to create new opportunities. How do you think this approach of creating and capturing new demand aligns with the fast follower strategy we discussed earlier?
Well, being a fast follower in AI technology doesn't mean you can't be a leader in market creation. By identifying untapped markets and educating potential customers about AI benefits, Indian tech firms can lead the way in bringing AI to new sectors and customer segments.
That's a great insight. It seems like Indian tech firms have a real opportunity to shape the AI landscape in these new markets. Before we wrap up this segment, could you summarize the key strategies for creating and capturing new demand?
Certainly. The key strategies include developing AI solutions for SMEs, creating AI-powered tools for traditional industries, offering AI consulting services, and developing AI education programs. The overarching goal is to identify untapped markets and create demand where it didn't previously exist.
Great summary. Now let's dive into the fourth principle of Blue Ocean strategy, breaking the value cost trade off. How can Indian tech firms apply this principle in AI development?
Excellent question. Breaking the value cost trade-off is about offering high-value AI solutions at a lower cost than competitors. One way Indian firms can do this is by leveraging India's cost-effective talent pool to develop AI solutions at competitive prices.
That's an interesting point. Can you elaborate on how Indian firms can capitalize on this talent advantage?
Certainly. India has a large pool of skilled software developers and data scientists who can be trained in AI technologies. By tapping into this talent, firms can develop sophisticated AI solutions at a fraction of the cost compared to their Western counterparts.
I see. Are there other strategies Indian firms can use to break the value cost trade off?
Absolutely. Another effective approach is utilizing open-source AI frameworks and tools. This can significantly reduce development costs while still allowing firms to create high-quality AI solutions.
That's a smart strategy. How else can Indian tech firms optimize their AI development process?
One powerful method is developing modular AI solutions. By creating AI components that can be easily customized for different industries and use cases, firms can reduce development time and costs while still offering tailored solutions.
That sounds like a great way to balance customization and efficiency. Any other strategies worth mentioning?
Definitely. Implementing AI-powered process automation within the firm itself can be a game changer. This not only reduces operational costs, but also improves efficiency, allowing the firm to offer more competitive pricing on its AI solutions.
Interesting. So firms can use AI to optimize their own operations while developing AI solutions for others? How do you think these strategies can help Indian firms compete globally?
These strategies allow Indian firms to offer affordable AI solutions without compromising on quality or functionality. This positions them well to compete not just in India, but also in other emerging markets where cost is a significant factor.
That makes sense. It seems like breaking the value cost trade off could be a key differentiator for Indian tech firms in the global AI market.
Absolutely. By offering high-value, cost-effective AI solutions, Indian firms can carve out a unique position in the market, attracting customers who might find solutions from global tech giants too expensive.
This approach could really help Indian firms transition from being AI laggards to fast followers or even leaders in certain niches. Any final thoughts on breaking the value cost trade off?
Just to emphasize that it's not about cutting corners, but about smart resource allocation. Indian firms need to focus on areas where they can truly add value while keeping costs in check. This balance is key to long-term success in the AI market.
Thank you for that comprehensive overview of breaking the value cost trade off. Now, let's move on to the final principle of blue ocean strategy, aligning the whole system of a firm's activities. How can Indian tech firms apply this principle to succeed in AI adoption?
Excellent question. Aligning the whole system is crucial for successful AI adoption. It's about creating an organizational culture and structure that supports AI innovation across all levels. One key area to focus on is investing in AI training and upskilling programs for existing employees.
That makes sense. How can firms effectively implement these training programs?
Well, they could partner with academic institutions to develop tailored AI curricula for their employees. This not only upskills the workforce, but also fosters AI research and talent development. For instance, Tata Consultancy Services has partnered with several Indian universities to create AI-focused educational programs.
That's a great example. What other organizational changes do you think are necessary?
Another crucial step is creating cross-functional teams that combine domain expertise with AI capabilities. This ensures that AI solutions are developed with a deep understanding of specific industry needs.
I can see how that would be beneficial. Are there any other organizational structures that could support AI adoption?
Absolutely. Implementing AI-driven decision-making processes across all levels of the organization is key. This could involve using AI tools for data analysis and strategic planning, or for optimizing operational processes.
That's interesting. It seems like AI adoption isn't just about developing AI products, but also about using AI internally. How can firms ensure these changes are aligned with their overall business objectives?
That's a crucial point. Firms need to develop a clear AI strategy and roadmap that aligns with their overall business objectives. This could involve identifying key areas where AI can add value, setting specific goals for AI implementation, and regularly reviewing progress.
These are all great points about organizational alignment. How do you think Indian tech firms can transform themselves into AI-first companies?
Transforming into an AI-first company requires fostering a culture of innovation and continuous learning. This could involve encouraging experimentation with AI technologies, rewarding innovative ideas, and creating spaces for knowledge sharing about AI advancements.
That sounds like a significant cultural shift. Do you have any examples of Indian firms that have successfully made this transition?
Yes, Wipro is a good example. They've implemented an AI platform called Holmes across their organization, which has not only improved their internal processes, but also become a product they offer to clients. This showcases how aligning the whole system around AI can lead to new business opportunities.
That's a great example with Wipro. It really illustrates how aligning the whole system can lead to both internal improvements and new product offerings. Now let's shift our focus to some specific case studies of Indian tech firms that have successfully adopted AI. Can you share an example?
Certainly. Let's start with Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. They've developed an AI platform called Ignio that's been quite successful in the IT operations space. It's a great example of how Indian firms can leverage their IT expertise to create innovative AI solutions.
That sounds interesting. What exactly does Ignio do?
Ignio is an AI platform that automates and optimizes IT operations. It can predict and prevent IT incidents, reduce manual interventions, and even autonomously resolve certain issues. This not only improves efficiency but also reduces downtime for TCS clients.
That's impressive. How has this impacted TCS's market position?
It's significantly boosted TCS's competitive edge. Ignio has been adopted by several Fortune 500 companies, helping TCS establish itself as a leader in AI-driven IT operations. It's a perfect example of creating new market space in line with Blue Ocean strategy.
I see. So TCS has essentially created a new category within IT services. Are there other Indian firms that have had similar success with AI?
Absolutely. Another great example is Wipro with their AI and automation platform, Holmes. Holmes stands for heuristic and ontology-based learning machines and experiential systems.
That's quite an acronym. What kind of applications does Holmes have?
Holmes has a wide range of applications across multiple sectors. It's been used for everything from automating business processes to enhancing cybersecurity. One interesting application is in the banking sector, where it's been used to improve risk management and fraud detection.
That's fascinating. It seems like Wipro has really embraced AI across their business. Do you have one more example for us?
Certainly. Let's look at Infosys and their AI platform, Nia. Infosys has applied Nia in various areas, including customer service, financial services, and manufacturing.
Could you give us a specific example of how Nia has been applied?
One notable application of Nia is in the realm of contract management. It can analyze thousands of complex contracts, extract key information, and even predict potential risks or opportunities. This has significantly improved efficiency and reduced costs for Infosys clients.
That's a great example of how AI can streamline complex business processes. These case studies really showcase how Indian tech firms are leveraging AI to create unique value propositions. Now, as we wrap up our discussion, let's outline a practical action plan for Indian tech firms looking to accelerate their AI adoption. What would be the first step?
The first crucial step would be to conduct an AI readiness assessment. This involves evaluating the company's current capabilities, identifying areas of opportunity, and understanding potential challenges in AI adoption.
That makes sense. It's important to have a clear picture of where you stand before moving forward. What should firms do next?
The next step would be to develop a clear AI strategy aligned with the company's overall business objectives. This strategy should outline specific goals for AI implementation and how they contribute to the company's broader vision.
Absolutely. Having a well-defined strategy is crucial. What about talent acquisition and development?
That's a critical point. The third step would be to invest in AI talent acquisition and training programs. This could involve hiring AI specialists, partnering with universities for talent development, and implementing upskilling programs for existing employees.
Those are all great ideas for building AI capabilities. Once a firm has the talent and strategy in place, what's next?
I'd recommend starting with small, high-impact AI projects to build momentum and demonstrate value. This allows the company to gain practical experience with AI implementation while showing tangible results to stakeholders.
That's a smart approach. It's less risky and can help build confidence in AI initiatives. Are there any external partnerships firms should consider?
Absolutely. Fostering partnerships with AI startups, academic institutions, and global tech companies can be incredibly beneficial. These partnerships can provide access to cutting-edge research, innovative ideas, and complementary expertise.
That's a great point about leveraging external resources. What about internal structures for driving AI innovation?
Creating a dedicated AI innovation lab or center of excellence can be very effective. This provides a focused environment for AI research and development, and can serve as a hub for disseminating AI knowledge throughout the organization.
That sounds like a great way to centralize AI efforts. Any final recommendations for our action plan?
The last step I'd recommend is to regularly assess and refine AI initiatives based on market feedback and technological advancements. The AI landscape is rapidly evolving, so it's crucial to stay agile and adapt strategies as needed.
Thank you for outlining this comprehensive action plan. It provides a clear roadmap for Indian tech firms looking to accelerate their AI adoption. As we conclude, do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
Absolutely. I'd encourage Indian tech firms to view AI not just as a technology to adopt, but as an opportunity to innovate and create unique value. By applying blue ocean strategy principles and positioning themselves as fast followers, these firms can carve out their own niches in the global AI landscape.
That's a great note to end on. Thank you for sharing your insights, and thank you to our listeners for joining us today. We hope this discussion has provided valuable strategies for navigating the AI revolution. Remember, the key to success lies in finding your blue ocean in the vast sea of AI opportunities. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep innovating in the world of AI.